Welcome to another episode of the Common Sense Podcast. Today's episode is for anybody who's ever looked in the mirror and thought, wait, when did that roll get here? Is that another stretch mark? Or maybe you've been dodging the scale like it owes you money. We're diving into my journey with body image, weight gain, and all of the mental gymnastics I go through when I'm just trying to feel okay in my skin. So pour your favorite drink and let's unpack the journey I'm currently going through, because I know I'm worth so much more than what's written on that clothing tag. Hey y'all, welcome back for another episode of the Common Sense Podcast. Today we are going to talk about a topic that's heavy, no pun intended, kind of sensitive to some people, but it's something that I'm dealing with right now, and that is body image and weight gain. Your girl done got a little fluffy over the last year or so, and it's really taking a toll on my mental health. Just being self-conscious about certain things, self-conscious about certain outfits that I try to put on and it doesn't fit right, that it used to fit last year or used to fit, a few years ago. Trying to go and buy new clothes, and they just don't make clothes for my body type now. And I never could understand why back in the day when I was little less fluffy and I had heftier friends, they would tell me like, Cabrina, I can't find any clothes in the mall or anything. Yeah, we can go to Lane Bryant or we can go to Torrid, but they don't make clothes for us. And I see why. Like I see now, like it's difficult. And I just never thought that I would be at this point where having a conversation with myself about how to lose weight properly, and how to lose weight for what's best for me on how to lose weight, that it would be just a huge topic with myself every day. Like I literally have a body image issue right now. And like I said, it's really taking a toll on my mental health, and just trying to I'm just paranoid about if my husband is still attracted to me, am I still attracted to myself? And I'm not, because I'll walk by the mirror and like, what is happening? Like, girl, you don't let yourself go. And I can't be hard on myself because I am a type 1 diabetic and I do have PCOS. So I do have a lot of health issues that, it contributes to my weight gain. But then also too, I like to eat. Like I like to eat. And so the fact that I like to eat, and I won't even say occasionally, your girl like to drink. Okay, I like to drink. And the type of alcohol that I drink does put on weight. So I am fasting from alcohol for a month, until Juneteenth. And I'm just going to see like where that goes. And I'm going to try to incorporate exercise and see, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see a difference, and if I see a difference, then I'm going to continue on. But I do want to talk about the topic of weight gain and body image and just body talk and real talk, period. I see a lot of women on social media, and I see celebrities on social media that started off as big and then now they're small, and it's for health. It's for health reasons. And I get it. But there's no representation of somebody who is just real about their weight loss, their weight gain, their body. And I want to be that vessel for someone. I'm not a celebrity, but I am someone that's dealing with self-image and body image right now. And it's really taking a toll on me. So let's talk about it. Back about a year or so ago, I was diagnosed with PCOS, and I've always been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes for about the past 20 years now. So my weight fluctuates. I've always stayed between 160, 170, but over the year or so after I got diagnosed with PCOS, which if you don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it has a lot of contributions on, that can affect your health. And one of it is weight gain. And so when I was diagnosed with PCOS and I made 42, I started developing like perimenopause. So along with perimenopause and PCOS and type 1 diabetes, the weight was like kapaya, like psh, 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 like, and it was just going in places that it didn't need to go. And so it just, I couldn't figure out like what was happening, like what was wrong with me. And I would literally get on the scale every day and just be like really disgusted with the number that saw, and was like, what do I need to do? Like, I do a workout, I eat healthy. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I can't say that enough. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I know what I need to eat. I know what I need to eat. And I eat healthy. I don't eat bad. I just eat a lot of it. And it's more about portion control. And yes, I get that, but it's very hard. As you continue to eat and your stomach continues to grow, you have to fill that stomach up. So if I'm not filling that stomach up, then I'm just steady eating. And it really doesn't help. Like, a lot of things that happen in your life, in and out your life, stress eating. I'm a stress eater. I when I'm stressed about something, I eat, or drink, or both. And in my case, in the last year and a half or so, I've been doing both. I've been stress eating and drinking, and it's really taking a toll on a lot of the things that I try to do at a day-to-day life aspect. And I'm just trying to figure out how to manage that and maintain that. So I have a support system. I mean, my husband is great with it. But it's really, really hard right now trying to. I'm a social butterfly. I love going out. I love hanging out with my friends, but I've been shying away from going out because I wear the same outfits. I can't find any decent clothes in the stores that can fit me properly, that can kind of like hide my rolls and hide my fat and just make me feel good about myself. So I kind of shy away from going out because I don't want to continuously wear the same clothes all the time. And I try to find things to kind of like not think about the fact that I'm more heavier than I used to be. And I'm at my heaviest right now, and I'm not going to say my weight, but I'm definitely at my heaviest. And it's really hard to get rid of it. I do have exercise, but I'm not consistent with it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not consistent with it, but I wish I could be consistent with it. And it's just, I don't know what it is. Like, it's crazy that one small thing to me, as like gaining weight, can do so much for your mental health. Like, from every day waking up, doing things with your kids, not being able to do things with your kids because you're out of breath, just wanting to be social. You can't find any clothes that fit you, or you do find some clothes that fit you. You go out and you just feel like, is somebody staring at me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody who hasn't seen me in a long time is like, oh, hi, and I haven't gotten too many instances where people don't recognize me. I won't say that I'm at a point to where people don't recognize me, but I have gained some weight, and I have had someone tell me, oh, I don't remember you having, you know what I'm saying, that your butt being that big. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know if that's a good thing or is that a bad thing. For my husband, it's a good thing. For me, I like the weight look on me, but I don't like how I feel. I do feel very unhealthy. And it's just something that I feel like I do need to take control of. That's why I said the first step in me taking control of my weight is fasting from alcohol. I do realize that I have relied on alcohol just from stress and from the stresses of work, just the stress of lifing. And I've read on how alcohol can have a reverse reaction to your health, and it has. I, just need to figure out how to maintain that. And so this is only day 2 of me fasting from alcohol, and I'm okay, with it. It's not that I needed alcohol to deal with life or deal with, what I'm saying, but I would use it. I would drink it when I was stressed. But I just feel like us as women, we take on a lot. I had 3 kids and, my first to my second was 11 years apart, and, having a VBAC and then having 2 emergency C-sections. It just really, my body just never really warped back into its shape. It kind of gave me a whole nother shape. I do have, I believe it's called recti diastases or diastases recti, whichever one that is. I was diagnosed with that too. And that is when your muscles from being pregnant doesn't contract back, like it doesn't go back. So basically I have like a split muscle here. And so it's like a little pudge right here. It looks like a hernia, but it's not. It's the fact that I have muscle that has not, came back together. Was in nursing school, but I'm not, long time ago. So correct those that's in nursing, that's nurses, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I was told that I clearly have it. I remember going to the doctor, my OBGYN, and I asked her about it, and she was like, well, yeah. She was like, well, let me see. And so she had me lay down, and then she kind of like, she saw it immediately. She was like, yeah. And so I was like, well, what can I do about that? And she said, well, there is exercises for, to kind of help maintain that. But for the most part, you really can't get rid of it. And that's what I was told. So I was like, wow, okay. Like I'm going to be dealing with this for the rest of my life. And so I'm really trying right now to take better control of my health and just trying to figure out what's best for me and what's the best route. I can't do a lot of the things that people are doing. I wish I can take the weight loss injections, the Wegovy's and the Mounjaros and whatever the other one is, the Ozempic. I did have a provider who let me try Wegovy, even though I am a type 1 diabetic. She did warn me about my sugar dropping and things like that. And I was like, I'm perfectly fine. I've been a diabetic for 20 years. If I feel my sugar dropping, then I'm going to, do what I need to do to increase my insulin or my sugars. And so I tried Wegovy for a month, and I didn't see any results. Not saying that I was supposed to see immediate results, but I didn't feel any differently. I didn't have any side effects. I didn't have anything. My sugar did drop. And so I was like, do I want to continue taking Wegovy? And I have to constantly have peppermints or have some type of glucose tabs to keep my sugar up. And I'm like, let me just stop using Wegovy and just try to go to the gym, work out. I got Pelotons, I got treadmills, I got all kind of equipment in my garage right now. And it's just like, what are you waiting for? And I think for me mentally is just being motivated to want to work out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy in my skin. I've always been happy in my skin, but I know I need to take better control of my health. And I know that being at my heaviest right now, it's a problem for me. And I'm just not willing to deal with it. And I'm just like, why not? You deal with every other problem. Why are you not dealing with this problem? And so it's just really hard. Why I'm not dealing with that. But I'm taking the first step. Like I said, I recognize a habit that I was developing, that I was dependent on. And I said, I'm going to take control of that, because that's a quick, smart goal for me. That is drop the alcohol and just not. And I gave myself a month because I didn't want to give myself unrealistic goal. I said, hey, if I could do it for a month, then I can do it for however long. Now, am I totally going to give up alcohol? No, because occasionally I do like to drink. Occasionally I do like to have a glass of red wine or Taylor Port or double XL wine, like whatever type of wine that I drink. I do like to have that occasionally, but I have it every day. And I don't just have the small bottles. I have the big bottles and sometimes 2 bottles. And so I recognize that, and I recognize that is a part of why I am fluffy along with my eating. But like I said, I eat good. I don't eat bad, but I just eat a lot of it because my stomach has grown, and I feel like things have taken a turn for me with just stress, starting back in just 2015 when I lost my son, Jackson, and I wasn't heavy then, but I think that's when I just kind of mentally warped out and I started eating. And then I stopped eating and I lost the weight and I wasn't as hefty anymore, But then, like I said, within the last year or so, your girl has been eating and drinking and getting fluffier and fluffier. And so how do I deal with that? How do I overcome, that fear of whatever it is that I'm going through? And I think in my therapy sessions with my therapist, I'll talk to her about that. Yes, I do go to therapy. It's okay. Black folks do need to go to therapy. We do go to therapy. My therapist, she challenged me to fast from something. And the first thing I said was alcohol, because we talked about my weight gain and how that has affected me mentally, and how I don't want to go out, and how I don't want to be intimate with my husband, and how I don't want anybody to, I don't want him to touch me, and I don't want to touch myself or like look at myself in the mirror because I'm so disgusted with it. And to him, he may look at me like, oh my, nothing is wrong with you. And he likes my way. He loves everything about me. And I'm really happy to have a spouse that is into me like that. But you have to take care of yourself first before anybody else can love you, or you can love anybody else. And I think right now I'm just at a point in my life where I'm just like, I don't love myself. I don't love myself because I look at myself and I'm just like, how did you get this way? Like, how? I know how. Like I said, I like to eat. And so I'm just trying to, again, figure out ways on how to lose that weight. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for me, but I'm okay. I am, like I said, I took the first step, and I have dropped the alcohol. I'm doing it for a month, fasting from a month. And so we're going to see where that go. And I'm going to incorporate exercise, and I'm going to journal, and I'm going to just really just make better choices for myself, because I cannot let this defeat me. Some days I don't feel like myself. Some days, another thing too is like working from home. I work from home. So your girl be snacking. I snack. I snack potato chips, Nutella, like with Red Bulls. Like, I snack. But I also have the time to go work out because I do work from home. So it's like, what is the excuse? And that's easier said than done. Oh, Karina, just go to the gym or go and work out. But it's like having the motivation. I don't have the motivation or the mental capacity to work out. Like, I just don't. But I know once I start, you're not going to be able to stop me. Like, because I'm going to be in the gym. I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just being consistent with it. And so, yeah, I just wanted to just come on here and just share my journey of what I'm going through right now. And I hope that this helps someone be motivated, or we can be a support system to each other. And if this, episode tickled your fancy or it hit home, then make sure you leave a comment in the comment section and just let me know where you are. Maybe we could be a support system to each other, because I know I'm not the only one that's going through this journey of weight gain and body image issues and things like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if this episode hit home, then make sure that you leave a comment below and let me know how you're doing, and we can be a support system to ourselves. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video, and follow me and the Common Sense Podcast on all social media. Until then, be kind to yourself and to your body. Bye.